As many of you may know, I'm Matthew Christopher Large. I was born on planet Earth in the United States, California. It's home to the hospital of Harbor City, California, which is obviously in Harbor City. I was born on September 1st, 1986. I'm 28 years old today. The date is April 21st, 2015. I'm much older. I'm much different. And if I ever could have guessed or written a description of what I expected of myself to be by the time I was 28 years old. I wouldn't be who I am today, although I do not regret it. I'm learning now that I'm not here to make choices. I know a lot of people would disagree with that. How do you go through life without making choices, right? One of the biggest lessons that I've learned since I've been down here in my body, experiencing this reality, is that I've already made the choice. I need to understand why I made that choice and why I'm here. Indirectly, I'm responsible for both. I have no one to blame but myself. And as I mentioned before, in no way am I regretful for the social status, financial ability, equity in home, property value, great girlfriend, commercial licenses, or realty that I may not own. In fact, almost everything I named I have nothing of. I've learned in my 29 years almost that it's my desires that make my choices. Even if I don't know what I really want. Whatever the heart wants, the heart gets, right? Sounds cliche, but a lot of times people don't even know what they want. I'm one of those people, but not anymore. I've learned that if I change my desires, I change my life. The only choice I have is to choose what I want. Can't choose how to get it. Can't plan for it. No preparation, schooling, education will ever give you a heads up or give you any kind of head start on this race. From the time you were born, wherever you're born, you land on this rock, and you're made of the same flesh and blood that I am. You'll soon learn that the world preconditions you to be afraid. The fear itself is completely non-tangible. Non-tangible in the sense that it has no mass, no boiling point, no density, no volume. It cannot be contained. However, I'm starting to disagree with that last part. I think it doesn't matter what I think. I've witnessed the authorities, the people that were supposed to be teaching me my 1, 2, 3s and ABCs, people that are supposed to be saving my life in the hospitals, the police officers that are supposed to be protecting my family and my freedom, are all in place. All parts of the system, all part of control, all doing their own little disbursement of fear, one day at a time, one person at a time. And if that person lives to tell the tale, they'll make the next human 10 times more afraid than they were before. Whatever gasoline, whatever intelligence, whatever consciousness, whatever awareness, whatever it is that keeps our bodies moving, it's not blood. I mean the intelligence. Whatever it is that makes us go A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 in such a divine, precise way. It's not fear. But fear will trap whatever that is. In body. A lot of times, things like this won't make sense without deeper explanation, but I think in everyone's heart, you already know. There's more than this. We've been cheated, and we've been manipulated. The world that has been pulled over our eyes that we see and believe to be real is a holographic illusion built on a system that keeps us human. That system is ran by fear. I would like to believe that if there's such thing as fear, there could be something such as love. Considering that we are all only vibrational beings, in a sense, if you broke my body and the chair that I'm sitting in right now down to its smallest cell, to its smallest atom, smallest molecule, and then separated that even smaller, trillions and trillions of times smaller, down to the subatomic level to where there's nothing even left. The only thing that would be left are two things. They're actually one, but they're perceived to be two. It's love. Love's the frequency that is able to hold us, our spiritual, cosmic us. Not me, not you, not the individual me, human, but the collective human race. Love is what keeps us going. The human race over history has done incredible feats. In the face of danger, when we were told that we would die that very day, bleed out in the sand and fail and lose our families that we love and the land that we live in, we have the ability to be brave and stupid, but we have the ability to love. Because of that ability, or handicap, depending on how you look at it, we've conquered We have survived. And we will continue to survive. I am afraid of nothing, because I know that I am everything. But because my lack of awareness outside of my body is so minimal, I am afraid. When I close my eyes and focus on who and what I really am, my body goes away. I feel it still sitting there, but I know that's not who I am. If God decided to pull a Houdini little magic trick on me, and take my body away from me, and all I had left was my consciousness, I'm not even sure that I would recognize who I really was. Without the mirror on the wall to identify my individuality, my uniqueness, my illusion of individuality and uniqueness, I don't know who I am. In my heart, the fact remains, I am everything. I am God. I am demons. I am fear. I am hope. I am everything that's ever been, ever will be, ever was, and never has been. Consciousness. At any given time, quantum physicists have calculated that there are over 250 trillion bits of electrical bits of information that surround us at any given time. I forget what the name of the unit of measurement is, but I believe it was bits. I'm sure that's layman's terms so people understand it. I still barely do. Anyways, if I'm surrounded right now by awareness, information, and possibility, I shouldn't be having such a terrible time down there.
Charging at night. Just one way that an electric vehicle power plan from SCE can help you save money. Visit sce.com/.
If I could only see what was right in front of my face, I wouldn't feel so trapped and alone. The illusion of uniqueness, embodiment, and individuality would be gone. I would realize that I am the sun, the moon, the sky, the birds and trees, the wind, and every program that runs in between. I am part of that awareness. I am this commercial that keeps interrupting myself. Hold on.
Charging at night. Just one way that an electric vehicle power plan from SCE can help you save money. Visit sce.com/.
There's no point to me telling you any of this, because there's a good chance that out of the 147 bits that our human mind is capable of comprehending and perceiving, you'll average about 7% of retaining any information that I'm telling you right now. I understand that I'm talking a lot, but it is for a reason. So out of the 14 minutes that I've already been speaking, if you can get 7% out of this, maybe your world will be 7% brighter tomorrow when you open your eyes and realize that possibility is literally choking you to death. It's the fear that you choose to consume that keeps you alive and suffering. I don't know about most people. If I had to guess, I would think that they are afraid of death and that they do not want to die. My only fear is that I'll die before I understand my choice, and that I'll die before I can carry that mission out the way I'm supposed to. I remind myself that if I know what my heart desires, I know what my mind is attracting. Most people don't even realize that's happening throughout the day, that they're attracting every situation that comes to them. Most of the time, out of fear. Today I choose to let go of fear. I choose to love it, embrace it, accept it as part of me, recognizing that it's there, but dismissing any possibility that it might have in my life. These 200 trillion bits of useful possibility, electrical, measurable, calculable information that surrounds us, that keeps this world spinning, that keeps possibilities happening, that keeps miracles coming. If I could only change my perception and the small fraction that I do understand of all that, even though I can only get such a small amount, they say we perceive 147 bits out of the 200 trillion that are available. Very, very small amount. Whether I've been manipulated, handicapped, I've just been born unlucky. If I can shift my perception, I can change my life. If I can choose my fear, I can attract whatever future I want. Today, I choose to attract love, because that's truly what I desire. I choose to put down the earthly, material, physical, visual, comforting, mediums that keep me trapped in body. I've struggled with drugs my whole life. Even in this moment, my blood flows unsober. However, it is the most sober I've ever been in my entire life. After birth, I choose my desire. I no longer desire fear. I no longer desire to be controlled in a system built to keep me embodied. There is no uniqueness. There is no individuality. There is no you. There is only a divided perception of the infinite consciousness that we all are. We are the same. Not just people. Everything in the system. Like I mentioned earlier, when broken down to the subatomic level, we call it a quantum. It is the smallest known unit of measurement that we can actually calculate and validate proof that it exists. You take away all the atoms and molecules, divide them so far apart the frequencies can't hold them together any longer. Even love itself can't hold together all you have is gold. That's all there is. Very similar to love. Extremely similar to fear. No mass. No boiling point. No density. No volume. It cannot be contained. However, without it, there is nothing that can hold shape. I choose possibility. And I choose fear. But I am no longer controlled by it. Because inevitably, the desires of my heart will become the experiences of my life. Today, April 21st, 2015. I desire love. And even though I don't quite understand how to express it to other human beings the way that they might like me to, I know that I'm capable of feeling it. I know that I've seen the results of it. And although I cannot contain it inside of a jar, although I cannot weigh it, or freeze it, or throw it across the room, I know that it exists in a dimension where my body does not, sharing a space. It is a tool from, when you say another dimension, you can say whatever you want. It is a tool that is not of this world. But without it, this world would not be. Infinity is a pain in the ass. Leave it to infinity to challenge itself. Infinity wakes up one morning and creates love. You best believe it's going to wake up the next morning and create hate and fear. It has to. It is the equal and opposite of the equation that keeps it infinite. All possibilities are possible at any and all given time. But the moment that we focus on a single possibility, all other possibilities are rendered useless. Out of these 200 trillion bits of invisible information just buzzing around your head right now, and all the possibilities that lie around you, your human mind is able to comprehend around 147. Choose your perception wisely. Know the desires of the heart, and you'll know the future of your life. Your experiences are nothing more than a reflection of what's already inside of you. Happy you are. Just on you.